got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Here we go.
On the first play from scrimmage, second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing. Meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Are you crediting your defense?
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool it, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready up. 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
A former Volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Set, ready? 10 logo. 59. We own it. We own it. Patch it. Patch it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Let's go.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
I don't know about you, but I love a good undrafted free agent success story. So let's take a look at Robbie Anderson, the wide receiver, because in 2017, 63 catches, 941 yards, and a strong candidate for the Pro Bowl. Didn't quite get there, but was knocking on the door. How about that for an undrafted free agent out of Temple, now making good in the NFL?
Hey! Ringo!
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Everybody go.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get it.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Lawrence under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Check three. Hey, lock it. Under coach. Now. Mike, check. 59. Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Lawrence. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first. And really, you force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A first scoring update now from Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Break set. Go 20. 54 miles.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tackled by Quan Alexander. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
Set. Get a lady.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Kill, kill, kill. Set, 180. Mike 5-4. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You got to be ready.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 25-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a run with Singletary. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. This pass complete to Higgins. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. They run here with Singletary. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jimmy Graham. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention.
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear. That's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And bulldozing his way through. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Let's go.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Set, ready, turn to start.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, the linebacker Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
59, all day, all day.
Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going
back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Lawrence. Open man is Anderson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Go. Yo, cheetah.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They come out here in the eye.
70, Indy.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and very short, Stafford. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Right there. Go 20. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get me?
Stafford on third down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break. Stafford. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They start the second half with Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Flush to his right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Oh, yeah, he's coming. We got double up. Check 26, check 26. He's checking. Crash.
Smoke. Shoot.
To throw on third down, Lawrence. Benjamin's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
And he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Yep.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
I got you.
Snap.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
60 outlaw.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to the air on second down. Lawrence. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shot. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville, it's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 5. And Anderson's got it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Come on, switch. 6-6, pull it high. Look, squeeze.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Delayed give to Collins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
On his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So that one, a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And able to find Green. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle taken in. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they'll get him to ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. Here's Stafford. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Off the bootleg. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get him with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get the ball. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. All day. Hard. Any day. Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Come on, 16. I'm coming, 16. You mine. You mine, baby. I'm in your hand. All day, baby. Come on. Come on. Woo!
Go.
Man out.
2nd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it? Should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One last throw here for Stanford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can't get tracked. If you were me and didn't have. Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. And mama